Hey guys, welcome back to Seller Sessions. Again, we bring back Liran to the show. How you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Excellent. So thanks for coming on. You've done what? I think this is now your third show, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's start. People who are friends of the show will know about Liran, his history. You can look at past episodes, but let's get straight into it. You've been to Amazon HQ. So obviously this is a marketing show. Give me a little rundown. We chatted pre-show, but there's some great new things coming to Amazon, isn't there, in terms of next year? So one of the things I want to talk about is external traffic. We can talk about this new situation with the lightning deals, and obviously there's a pilot program that you're into in terms of Amazon giveaways. So taking it from the top, let's quickly talk about what went on inside of Amazon, and then move into the external traffic thing.
Sure. Yeah, so I had a nice opportunity to go to Amazon headquarters. It was kind of a two-part day with two other brands that were there. And the first part of the day was meeting people from different teams, like in a conference room, learning about what's coming to Amazon. And then the second half of the day was this brand fishbowl where got to talk to in a room with a lot of people from different teams and talk a little bit, give feedback. So in terms of like things that are coming, so um, I think you mentioned talk about lightning deals.
Yeah,
Uh,
so let's start with the lightning deal.
yep.
This is very intriguing. So sponsored ads, walk me through the whole thing.
Yeah, so it seems like it's already there and available to vendors, and this is going to come to third-party sellers. Is the ability, one of the frustrations I think for people who run lightning deals, we did another session just on lightning deals, is that you could do a lightning deal and you pay to run that lightning deal, $150, and you don't get a lot of visibility per se, right? Because there are so many deals that run 10,000 deals or so that run every day. When customers go to the deals page, they're not going to see your product per se. You might be on page 30. So how do you get more visibility? So I think kind of like a win-win for Amazon and for you as a seller is the ability to pay to be featured on one of the first three pages of the deals pages, so that a lot more customers can discover your product. And basically, what the opportunity will be is to be able to run a sponsored ads where you pay per click, and your lightning deal listing will show up on the first three pages of the today's deals pages, and you're going to pay per click, and it'll be like a bidding auction type thing, same as sponsored products.
Yeah.
So I think that's a unique opportunity. If you are launching a product, I think it's a great way to kind of get it out there and get the initial sales and traction. If you need to liquidate a product, it's a great way to put a lightning deal out there and get sales. And it's just another way to, it's another opportunity to market, your product basically. Great opportunity for Amazon to drive more ad revenue too, right? So um, uh, I think that's something that a lot of sellers will probably want to utilize once that feature, becomes live within Seller Central.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that come to mind straight away when I'm thinking of a pay-per-click platform, and you're thinking those lightning deals are not necessarily separated under specific verticals and relevance. Is how would the bidding work? Where would you place? Would there be a right row? Will it be the top of the page, the one or two spots there, or maybe three spots at the top of the page? It'd be interesting to see how they roll it out and how it would work. What are your thoughts? How can you see it? You visualize it working?
Yeah, so I think I've seen some sponsored, and I've seen it mixed within the first page results, like in the middle of the page is a sponsored ad. So I don't know that Amazon's going to give you that real estate right at the top. I know that's like those are the deal of the day, right at the top. So I don't know that they're going to give up that real estate for sponsored, but I think mixed within the results on the first page. Yeah, and it'll probably be some kind of bidding with other people running lightning deal for the same time slot. I imagine that it'll be cheaper than running just regular sponsored ads, because just the competition probably be a lot less in terms of deals running during the same time period. So we'll see how it plays out, but I think it'll be a good opportunity to be able to just have another platform to market your products and get the most out of a lightning deal. You're already paying a fee to run the deal in the first place. And it's good as part of a launch strategy to launch a product, get initial sales, get more reviews. So I think it's a good opportunity to be able to get more out of running a lightning deal if you're already paying for that deal.
Yeah, definitely. External traffic, that's an interesting development. I know that it's very early doors. No one's seen anything rolled out in terms of beta. Walk us through your kind of conversations, that what you can speak about, and what was discussed in terms of metrics and things.
Yeah, so I mean, one of the frustrations that myself and a couple other brands that were there shared is that um, Amazon has a lot of data, but they share very, very little of that data with sellers. And actually, we went to lunch again as a couple brands and a bunch of people from different teams, and I was sitting next to a guy from marketing. And as I'm talking to him, I'm saying to him, one of the things that sellers would love, and I brought this up in the brand fishbowl too. One of the things that sellers would love would be to be able to track external traffic. If Amazon, right now, if I want to send external traffic, a lot of sellers would prefer to send that to maybe their Shopify store because they can put a pixel, from Facebook on that Shopify store and track the conversions. And you can't really do that with Amazon. And so one of the things he shared with me is that is something that Amazon recognizes and is working on for 2018. He shared that it's been slower going in terms of rolling something out than what he would like, but they would like to have something where sellers are able to track external traffic and see how that traffic does. And again, when I was in the brand fishbowl and there was a lot of people from different teams, I expressed this will be such a big win-win. Because there will be, I imagine, a flood of social media traffic to Amazon if you can actually track what the results are and track what the conversions are. And so I think Amazon recognized that and sounded to me like sometime in 2018, something would roll out where you will be able to, track that traffic.
And where do you think they're going to position that? Do you think it's going to be the listing store pages? Is it going to be only exclusive for ECB, like enhanced brand content?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think probably the easiest place to probably put something is if you send traffic maybe to a storefront or something. It's probably the easiest. I know within AMS, there was already some kind of a little bit of data on some traffic from
On the brand pages and stuff.
on the brand, yeah, on the old brand pages. There was some kind of things there as far as like traffic. So probably would make a lot of sense to do it to storefronts, right? And then maybe you can place some kind of unique pixel on your storefront and track conversions and where the traffic is coming from. That would make a lot of sense, especially since storefront something that's available for brand registered sellers, and they're trying to, I think, get more sellers into the brand registry and offer more features and things that are available for brand registered sellers. So to me, storefront would make a lot of sense because it's your unique sort of page that you built, and not just giving you data like on a listing, let's say. So to me, it would make sense that it would be something like storefront. But the fact that when I was talking to this guy and he said to me something like, it's actually something we're working on, I was kind of shocked, because I haven't really heard anything like it. But again, it makes a lot of sense that Amazon would want to, Amazon would get a ton of traffic if they did start doing that for sellers.
Yeah, definitely. And in terms of, you're in 2 pilot programs, aren't you? So let's talk about the Amazon giveaways one first.
Yep. So I'm in an Amazon giveaway pilot program. So Amazon giveaway has been around for some time. I don't know, maybe a year or longer, probably. And if you're familiar with that program, you can actually go to any listing. You do this from the public Amazon pages, and you can do a giveaway. You can do it on your product. You can even do it on other people's products. And essentially what you're doing is you're purchasing the product, and then you're doing a giveaway where people on social media, they would have to either follow you or tweet something or watch a YouTube video in order to participate in the giveaway and win a prize. And then you can typically offer them some kind of discount after. So the pilot program that I'm in is a program where Amazon was actually featuring giveaways on the deals page at the bottom of today's deal page over the last month or so. They actually sent some data around that. They did about 40 different giveaway launches for people in the pilot program. Sellers spent about $6,000 or so on their own products, essentially, in giveaways, and generated about 30,000 in sales through people who didn't win, but actually took advantage of a promo code. So you're able to actually, the way it's set up and the way they set me up is once I set up the giveaway, you're able to check off a little button feature on the deals page, and then you would put in your promo ID. So if I set up a coupon code for 15%, let's say, in my promotions, each promotion you get an ID, and I can actually put that in there and connect my promo to the Amazon giveaway and set it up. And so that's it's another marketing thing. They're just moving it now on mobile under the countdown to Black Friday. So trying to get it even more traffic, and it's in kind of the soft launch period. So I think that's something that's going to be rolled out to all FBA sellers soon. And again, it's another opportunity to feature a giveaway and offer a promo code and get kind of new customers to your brand that wouldn't have otherwise found your product.
Yeah, and in terms of the Vine pilot program, talk me through.
Yep. So I'm also in the Vine program. So again, Vine's something that's been around for a while. Typically only available to brands at a cost of like $2,500 per ASIN. They've lowered that fee for the pilot program, so I'm paying $1,000. Essentially, what I've done, I have the opportunity to send in 30 units of a product to Amazon. The one kind of annoying part about it is I had my units at Amazon. I had to withdraw inventory, re-sticker it, and ship it myself, UPS, pay for the shipping to a different address, and then Amazon distributes it to Vine customers. So I actually did get, I just started this program. I actually just got my first Vine review, which was 5 stars. Thankfully, Vine customers can be quite critical. So if you don't have an excellent product, you probably don't want to put it out in front of them. But it's an opportunity essentially to get 30 reviews for $1,000. And I think Amazon realizes that it's difficult to get reviews, and so that's why they've rolled this out to FBA. And I think this will roll out as a pilot program. I think this will roll out to all sellers. And if you have a serious brand and you want to launch products, I think getting 30 reviews early is a huge win. Especially if those are good reviews, and those Vine customers do tend to write detailed, quality reviews, not just like great product or good or something like that. So if you have a good product, quality product, I think it's something you'll want to take advantage of, probably also because once it rolls out, your competition will be taking advantage of it. And so, I think it's a good idea. And I think it also maybe will help maybe slow down maybe some of the review manipulation that goes on, because if you can get 30 legitimate reviews, you might not go the non-legitimate way maybe to get reviews. So I like it. Again, I just got my first review from it, and hopefully it's a new product that can have 30 reviews pretty quickly. I think that's it's a big win.
So where do you think the timeline is going to be on a couple of things here? How long do you think it's going to take to get to the 30 now that you paid out 1,000, which I think some people will bulk out, but I see that as value for money. You can't control the reviews. The last thing you want is to get really critically detailed reviews from Vine customers. That's the risk. It's a roulette, isn't it?
Yes. Yep.
What's very interesting though, why 30?
Yeah, well, Amazon has done a study.
21 reviews, yeah. I mean, a lot of people would debate that. I listened to a podcast the other day, and they basically mocked it and said 21 reviews, and it may be true in their eyes because they've got data on being above 21 reviews, and you need more than that. I mean, from what I heard of them, what they're discussing, they made it sound like the 21 reviews, as long as you got 21 reviews, that's all that mattered. But I think they maybe skipped the whole study, like the full understanding. that the study was based on, you'll get diminishing returns after 21, as long as you have reviews that are 4.5 or above, and they're all good reviews, is the way that they looked at it. And it was across all the US marketplace, I think, across all categories. So it's very broad, but it's interesting. Why would you do an early review program and set the target of 30? What was the reason behind that? Amazon measures everything.
Right.
So there's a reason to do that.
Right.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think so. Well, yeah, I mean, I think I think they realize that maybe it is based on that study. Maybe they want to make sure you get at least those 21 reviews, and and that once you get those initial 30, your conversion rates are going to be probably optimal, or you get a good start. It is interesting. Why 30? Why not 50? Why not 20? Right? Because, like you said, they do measure everything. So yeah, maybe they've done some. Maybe that's what they've been doing in the Vine program in the past, and find that that when you launch a product and you have 30 reviews, it's enough for people to be able to kind of read through and make a decision and decide if they want to buy the product or not. But it is an interesting point that you bring up, that Amazon does measure everything, and there's probably a reason why.
Yeah, not that they're telling us, but they've given you 30 as a number, so there's got to be a reason behind it.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if I do get actually 30 reviews, because my understanding was it's almost like guaranteed, that these Vine customers almost like have to write a review. But it'll be interesting to see if I do actually get 30, because I would bet that probably Vine customers have an opportunity to go into some kind of platform and choose products that they want, and based on that, Amazon ships it out to them, and then they write the review. So I'm assuming, it'd be easy to get 30 Vine reviewers to get the product. And then I would guess in order to stay in the program, they have to write a review, but I'm not sure about that. So maybe 80% of that. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if I get 30.
Do you know what though? It's genius, isn't it? They think about it logically. They've set up this program because they don't want people doing incentivized reviews, but they incentivize us, the seller, to part with $1,000 to buy 30 reviews to sell on their platform with their fees to make their customers happy. It's genius.
Yes.
I mean, we're in the wrong business, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, it is, it's like, Amazon got rid of the incentivized review and created their own incentivized review program. I mean, it is pretty genius. I mean, I guess the one thing about, if you had to sort of justify why it would make sense and for Amazon to do that, is because these people, I guess, have been invited to the program based on them writing good, helpful, reviews. But it'll be interesting to see if I get, like all 5-star reviews from these sellers who, got this product for free. So on the review, it does say Vine program free product or something, next to the person's name. But yeah, it'll be, I do think obviously there's a bias when you get a product for free as opposed to when you pay, $100 for a product. So hopefully they are biased, and I will get a bunch of 5-star reviews. But yeah, Amazon, it's the only platform where people pay for ads and are happy to break even or lose money on the launch. They create their own incentivized review program. So like you said, they're very, very clever in how they're generating revenue.
Definitely. I think what we need, if we wrap here, but I think you need to come back and let us know about these other 29 reviews. And whether it's crippled your product or not.
I know. Well, it actually, the interesting thing is my first, so I had, this was my third review. My first 2 reviews, new product. One person, first review, 1 star, person said they received the product broken. And my second review was 3 stars. And I'm like, Jesus. And then the next review comes in, it's 5 stars, and it's from a Vine customer. So they kind of saved me a little bit, and my product is continuing to sell. I had to lower my price a little bit, but I'm hoping that I continue to get 5 stars and bring the price back up. But yeah, these people can be super critical, so you want to make sure you have quality product.
Yeah, great. Listen, thank you for coming on. Liran, do you got anything you want to cover? Point people in the right direction, your podcast, the courses, etc.
Yeah, so we'll actually, we're going to be opening up our private label course probably the first week of January or so, and it's basically, we teach you from sort of A to Z on private label. If you're a super advanced seller, it's probably not the program for you. But if you're sort of getting started with private label, then it's probably maybe a better fit. So you could check that out, amazingfreedom.com/early. If you sign up for that, there'll be some additional bonuses that you get just to be notified when it opens up.
Excellent. And for people to reach you personally, you've got an email address that you can give out? Or
Yep, they can email me, Liran, Liran, at amazingfreedom.com. And then I'm on Facebook. You can always send me a private message there. And actually, you must have a lot of good listeners. Last time after your show, I did have several people reach out to me on Facebook, and they said they liked the interview. And so I appreciate that. And a lot of people said they really enjoy listening to your show.
Excellent. Great, guys. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Again, we always appreciate your time. Again, Liran, thank you very much.
Thank you.